Dermot, we've talked many times this season about the need for consistency to get a really good run of results going to really lift us up the table. And I guess after Saturday and such a good performance at Crewe, that's the same message again, isn't it?
Yeah, I hope so, Bruce. I think going back to Grimsby, obviously I mentioned that Yeovil was 3 points and we had to see it as that. And I think the response has been really good. Even the game in the week, I thought the lads were very professional. Every member of the first team was at the game. So I think we are trying to sort of establish a value at the club where every game matters. And I certainly think a win on Saturday keeps us in that vein of form, you know.
And because it's such a congested league table, you can't really read a great deal into league positions. I mean, Newport are bottom of the table, but they're only 4 or 5 points off the playoffs.
Yeah, I think it's everybody tells me this is quite a strange season for Division 2. And that is the reason for the consistency, because the pressure does come term February and you are in that bottom 4, you know, and I want to make sure that we're in clear of relegation fight and pushing for the playoffs.
And first game of, I think we've got 3 games in a fortnight, actually 4 games in 15 or 16 days if you include Yeovil, so really important period of the season, isn't it? Christmas always is every year.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that the big one is Saturday, get the 3 points. We're desperate for 3 points on Saturday, and then we know we go into big games with Orient and Plymouth. They're big clubs in this division, and then obviously Yeovil here, we owe Yeovil massively.
And Newport, they've had some good results since Graham Wesley took over. They got a draw at Plymouth in the FA Cup. They beat Carlisle, which no team had done before. Yeah. So, and with Graham Wesley, you know what you're going to get. You're going to get a hard game, aren't you?
Absolutely, yeah. A very respected manager, done really well in his career, and had some big cup wins as well. So, you know, I don't for 1 minute think that this position, like you just said, they beat Carlisle, you know, and they'll be a really strong opposition. I'm looking forward to meeting them and pitting my wits against them.
And in terms of the squad, apart from Matt Harrold, we're all pretty clear, are we?
I think so. Joe, I've got to get a message on Joe this morning at the team meeting this morning. He came through. I brought him off just as I thought 75 minutes was more than enough, and he performed okay. Yeah, just Matt really at the moment. Yeah.
It'd be nice to be back at home again. 3 weeks since the last home game. We've only had, I think, the first half of the season, only 10 home matches.
Yeah.
So that will obviously even up in the second half. But our home form this year has been pretty good, hasn't it, overall?
I think a couple of disappointing results in terms of performances at Cambridge, I would say, and Notts County. But the way we've played, I think, has been very pleasing. Probably Accrington as well in that. But I think that the fans are getting a vibe around. I definitely sense a positive atmosphere when we go onto the pitch and when we get a goal. There's a roar now, you know, which wasn't there when I first came. You know, so I do think the fans are getting behind us. I genuinely believe they see what we're trying to do, and the bigger the backing for the fans, they've got to be our 12th man, and it really does matter for us.